Okay, we're back, and I'm going to show you what I was all excited about. Look at that. Is that just beautiful? It has a lot to do with the colors, but also the placement of the pour, sort of centered, but also it sort of gets all over the place, but you know, it's just a beautiful, beautiful pour, and the colors really speak to me. And I thought the colors I showed you, I thought that was it. But I also see he has this is Ewald Feig. He made it. And if you want to join my Facebook group, this is the name of it, Acrylic Pouring Basics. You go to Facebook and you search for this, Acrylic Pouring Basics, and it'll bring you to the group. There are a lot of moderators, so you don't have to wait too long. You click on join, and then we let you in. I want to say that the group we have, and it's not my group, it's our group, it is such a beautiful bunch of people. Of course, we have a little squabble here and there, you know, but it is like so peaceful and helpful, and people are really nice to each other. And because we don't tolerate anything less than that, because if people are coming in and making fun of people's work, you will be removed. You don't get a warning. We just remove you. You know, you can always start a discussion about why someone chose for a certain color or way of pouring, but I don't think, like someone said it looks like puke or something like that, you'll be out of there. We'll remove you right away, because that's just a sign that you don't really want to be there. So we have a really beautiful group of people, and they all help you, and it's a lot of fun. So if you want to join Acrylic Pouring Basics, that's the one. Now, Ewald does really beautiful stuff, and he's sort of I've seen him evolve through this whole painting process. He's done beautiful swipes that I couldn't even do. That would be impossible, because he has a way with paint. It's really unreal. So what I'm going to try and do is just make something in these colors. It will be nowhere near what he has done, because you can't duplicate a pour. We all know that. So that's what we're going to do. Now, like I said, I do feel more comfortable if my canvas, at least the corners, as you can see me doing now, at least the corners are a little bit covered, so I don't have to really do a lot of work to get the pour all over the place. Oh, I see this is semi-transparent. That's not good. So you won't get a really nice, good coverage in one go. That doesn't work. But that's the way the cookie crumbles, like you guys say, right? So I'm just gonna give it a little, the edges, a little bit of paint, and of course the corners, because they always stay bare. But other than that, this is going to be all about the pour in the middle. Now let's just see if I can get it on a little bit thicker. That would help. Just, you know, on those corners, that would be really the best thing. That's pretty cool. That's pretty good. Now, if you want to do something like this, and you see that you have a sort of transparent paint, and you can see that, you know, on forehand, because the little label will say if it's transparent or semi-transparent or whatever. But if you come to the discovery by the time you're painting, the way to get a full coverage, I'll show you in this corner. Just let me put this on a little bit. Okay, turning it around so you can see. As you can see up here, it's pretty much covered. And what you do is you put your paint on the canvas. I like to go all directions because of the linen structure of the canvas. Now what you do is you make sure that you load up your brush, and what you do is really lightly pull it across. Has to be really light. And then it's pretty much opaque. That'll work. Don't really fuss about it too much because you can always correct it later if you don't like it. So it's not really such a big deal. But I just thought for this one I have to have some basic coverage of this canvas because I just might not want to tilt it too much, and that's the only reason I'm doing this. So if you're wondering why is she painting the canvas, because I'm not sure if I want to really tilt too much because of the painting is so centered in the middle. So if you don't want to really tilt it all over the corners and all that kind of stuff, I think this is the best way to go. Okay, that's nicely covered too. Now I just want to do a tiny little bit on the sides here. That's okay, that'll work. Now, like I said, if you after the pour you still see these little brush marks, you can always do another layer over it. That won't be a problem at all. Okay, we're ready. Okie dokie. Ooh. I need a big cup. That is a given, so I'll get that. This is pretty big. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to, for people in Holland that want to know where I buy these big cups, the Action. They all know it's about, here it is, 400 milliliters. You just can't see it. But it's 400 milliliters up to here. And they cost, I think, 20 of them for €1, something like that. So that's not too bad. Now, we're going to fill up our cups. Let's see the thickness of the paint, if it's still okay. Oh, there's another thing that I still need to do is determine in which colors I'm going to put my silicone, because I'm not going to be putting silicone in every single color. I think I'll leave it out of the blue. Difficult, it's very difficult. I'm going to go find my own silicone. There you are. I am going to put it in the, let's see, in the burnt sienna, in the orange, a little bit in the bronze, and in the eggshell. Now, someone told me that eggshell isn't a color. Well, it is where I live. We call this eggshell, where it's really, off-white, very, very subtle. That's what we call eggshell. And I don't mind people trying to teach me stuff, but, make sure you're teaching the right stuff. Google it first before you say something, because that's really funny if it isn't the truth. Okay, guys. We're going to start off, of course, with a lot of blue. So that's a lot of blue. Then he had a lot of this color. So we'll put that in. Then the orange in the middle. Ooh, we've got to be careful with that because that's going to turn into brown. We want to be really careful with that. More of this. Oops, a drip on the old canvas here. A little bit more of that. And a little bit more blue. Now, this has got to be enough. But I just might want to add, in this last bit of blue, I'm going to add a little bit of silicone. Just to spruce things up. So we're going to put that on top. Okay, we're ready. I'm just going to do it. Here we go. Whoops. Ooh, I do have to turn it because this is heavy. Ooh. Gotta speed it up a little because otherwise I don't know what the silicone's going to do. Oops. Oh, there we go. I didn't want to do that, but okay. No use crying over spilt milk. Now all the blue is gone, as you can see. And I really hate it when it does that. So I'm going to give it a little... Wow, some beautiful cells though. Should I give it a little more over here? Yeah, maybe. Okay, now comes the big mess, because I am going to tilt it all over the place. And like I said, you know, you will never ever get the same pour as someone else did. It is not... Oh, wow. Oh, that is beautiful. Look at that. And I don't really want to do too much tilting anymore, but we have to... Wow, look at that. That is really beautiful. But now I don't want to do that. I don't want to touch this. This is awesome. Look at that. No way near the painting Ewald did, but we'll see what this gives us. But I'm sort of thinking that I'll have to do something to fill up this corner. Add a little bit of torching. And now I really need it to go over the side. Yeah, it can take it. There it goes. There it is. Wow, this is amazing. This is really beautiful. I love it. Wow. Although it is nowhere near what I was planning on, but sometimes that just works out. I need some paint to go over the side here to cover the blue. This one's okay. Oh, I see another one down up there. This is a big canvas. This is a 40 centimeters by 40 centimeters. So you really have to turn it. There we go. A little bit more of the brown. That's nicely covered. And now I need a little bit of the orange for up here. Just a tiny little bit. There it goes. Now, I'd love to show you a close-up, because this is really, these have these really tiny hairlines around them, which you almost can't pick up on the monitor, but it's really cool. And there's a lot of the bronze that popped up. All these are bronze, all these cells. This is orange, but this is the metallic. A lot of metallic down here. That's beautiful. This is really something, wow, I wasn't expecting it. But I really, really like it. And I have some paint left. I'm going to do a little one and try to get one where there's more blue, because that was really what I was set out to do. This worked out. I love the painting, but I want more blue. So we're going to do this again tomorrow. So I'm going to wrap this all up. Let me put this one away so I can do something with the drip off. Okie dokie. A lot of drip off on the table. Let's try and make something pretty for a necklace. A lot of people keep asking me, what do you do with all those little swipes you do? Well, the thing is that if something is really pretty, I will use a Brother Scan and Cut, and I will cut out the ovals that fit into those bezel settings. And then I will put a resin layer on top, a little glitter here and there, and then I make jewelry out of them. I don't have that much time to do it. You know, for me, I just wish there were 48 hours in a day, because that's about what I need. So, but I guess a couple of you think the same way. A little bit more blue. So, I don't have full coverage here. I need a little bit more. There we go. Okay, what have I been watching, guys? I like to talk to you guys about what I've been watching. I've been watching a series, of course an American series, because I always watch those, or you call them TV shows, yeah. Billionaire. It is cool. I really liked it. I'm already finished 3 seasons. It's unreal how fast I blow through those TV shows. But once I can do all kinds of stuff and then have that, next to me playing on the iPad. Let me get a little flow into this one, because, oh yeah, there you go. I like it when it flows a little bit. And now flow down there. Ooh, look at that. That is pretty. Now the thing is that when you do one like this, maybe you'll get 1 or 2 pendants out of it, not much more. Because I would go for this bit here in the middle, because I like the way it sways in the cells. And I might take out a piece of this because it looks like some sort of a semi-precious stone. Sort of, I don't know, geode or something like that. I don't know. But that's what I do with it. So I make a lot of these, I know. But the thing is that I don't keep them all. Because sometimes when they dry, I just think they're ugly and I throw them out. They're not always perfect. So I'm going to scoop up a lot of this blue and then a lot of this orange. Oops. And you really don't want to touch it too much. As you can see here, already turning to mud. And that is something, guys, that I hear you talk about a lot. That the painting has no definition, or that it doesn't look good. Well, usually it has to do with the colors you choose. That is very important. You can use every color you want, but if you're just starting out, I would really, try to get you to pour with 2 or 3 colors just for the first time, so you can see how those cells develop. And then later on, you can always go for all the colors you like, but some colors, they really turn muddy really fast. So that's something you want to watch out for. That's kind of cool all by itself. Turning into a long video again. So for new people that haven't been to my channel a lot, I talk a lot. I'm very well aware that I talk all the time. But this is just like if you were to visit my studio. I think that's kind of what it feels like for me. I couldn't even pour without videoing it anymore, because I think you guys are here with me. And of course, every single comment on YouTube I read and I answer. Like if you're just saying, do we like this? I think we do. Like if you only say, you like something, I'll just, put some standard comment. But if you really ask a question, I will always try to answer that. So one more, because before this isn't muddy yet, so we can scoop that up here. And that's it. That's about all I can get off the table. So there isn't much waste. Not really. This is muddy. I'm not going to use that. So we're going to tap and make sure it's covered. Let's use this little bit of blue here. Oh, here's a little bit that I do like. A lot of blue in it. So there we go. Oh, and guys, I'm going to take you guys with me on a little road trip to a place. It's a couple of kilometers from my house, but I saw a program, a TV program, where they there were people that, you know, really like nature in Holland, and they said that was the most beautiful part of Holland that there is, and it's not too far away. So I'm going to take you guys over there, and I'm going to take the drone, and because I already checked if I could fly my drone there. In Holland you have the no-fly zones, and I can fly my drone here at my home. There's no zone over my place, but there is in Enschede where I work, so I could never do that. Oh, this is really gorgeous. I like this little bit here. So we're going to keep this too. But I'm going to take you guys on a road trip, and I'll show you that part of Holland that everyone says is the most beautiful part of Holland. Okay, guys. Gotta go. Gotta put this on YouTube for you. So love you all to pieces. Liebe euch alle. Hou voor jullie allemaal. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.